Hey, this is the old gaming geezer. Welcome along to another episode of A Wing and a Prayer. Now, as you can see, I have parked my sciencey vehicle roundabout by the tracking station because I haven't got all of the science from the KSC yet, and I need to do a temperature scan here. We're just doing some temperature readings. We're getting things going. I need more science. I've been attempting to do an orbital vessel, but well, it's hasn't been going that well. But I have a new design. Actually, I have an old design that I have been toying with and updating and adjusting around, and I will be flying that in the next few minutes. But until then, I'm gonna be driving around here, picking up as much science as I can, and trying to get myself in a position where I can unlock some more tech, because I don't know if you've been following this series, but the task that I've set myself is to only use the runway to take off and the spaceplane hangar to actually build my vehicle. So I think I've actually gotten all of the temperature data from around the KSC at this point. So let's go back and just quickly check. No, we've got everything. Okay, so I think we shall now go back inside. I have to wait till the vehicle slows down, and then we shall recover the vessel. And yeah, we'll see where we go from there. So since my last episode, I've actually been playing this, and I've actually managed to get together 127.8 science. So that's pretty good. I just got 3.9 science from that little journey, which is pretty annoying. But you know, that's you take what you can get. I have 84,000 Kerbucks. And we, I think, are ready to go for an orbital flight. I have already taken the I've already taken the orbit Kerbal contract, so we're going to be trying that in a few minutes. I'm going to take a quick look here to see what I can unlock, which may be able to help me. Electrics. Don't really need electrics at this point. I do have enough to get it, but I think I'm going to be alright. I hope I'm going to be alright. Heavy rocketry, no, we don't really need that. This is a nice one to have, propulsion systems, but I'll think about that maybe for the future. Fuel systems, that would be really handy to have, but I need to spend my money elsewhere. Something I can get for only 45 science is general construction. However, there is nothing there that I actually need at this time except struts. I do want to go with aerodynamics, and maybe I will unlock aerodynamics because I actually have to have that to get to high altitude flight, which is my ultimate goal, and I need another. Let's see, I can do that. I need lots. But anyway, let's go and fly. Let's go and attempt to go into orbit, okay? This is an attempt. This may not work. We're just going to have to find out. Alright, so after a lot of building and a lot of screwing around trying to get something to work, this is what I've come up with. Now, I've been having a lot of trouble trying to get into orbit. I've been playing this game for about the last week, attempting to get a plane into orbit with the tech that I have, and I'm sure there are players out there who could do it. I haven't been one of them as yet, but this is the closest I've gotten. And so I've made a few adjustments to it, and I've changed the way I flew it, and we're going to check now to see, can we get into orbit. Jebediah is ready. We're going to take off the brakes. Using our RCS shortcut key, we're going to activate our engines. Throttling up. SAS is on. Alright, so we've got 2 jet engines, and we have a solid fuel booster, which is going to be the first part of our thrust up into space. The 2 jet engines are going to get us off the ground initially and get us up to height of maybe 4-5 kilometers. We'll have to see how that goes. And then once we have once the solid fuel rocket burns out, we're going to switch to these 2 engines here, and there's another engine in the middle which we will also be using. So let's get off the ground. There we go. Gear up. And let us gain some altitude. Now this plane at the moment is not the most stable, especially with that big, huge solid rocket booster sticking out the back. In fairness, it could have been a hell of a lot bigger. But this is the best way that I could make it work. Right, so we're just going to gain some altitude right now, and then we're going to gain a little speed once we get up to about 4-5 kilometers. So that's where we're going now. So let's just let ourselves get up high. Okay, we've just passed 3,500 meters, 3.5 kilometers, and we're rising slowly. Our speed is not that great right now. We're at 150 meters per second, but I intend to kind of level us off a little bit more when we get a bit higher, which will increase our speed. I might actually start doing that now because we're approaching 4 kilometers. Try and increase our speed a little quicker. Although we are accelerating very slowly, but, you know, accelerating is accelerating, and that's just the way it's got to be. Right, we're hitting 4 kilometers altitude right now. I'm going to bring the front down a little bit. Not too much. Bring the front down a little bit more. Uh-oh, we're losing speed. As I said, this plane is actually quite hard to control. We're still going up. We're gaining speed. We lost a bit of speed there, but we're gaining again. We're going to lose a lot of speed when we pull up. You know what? I think we're going to have to go for a pull-up right about now. I'm going to wait till our speed reaches maybe 200 meters per second. Give us as much speed as we can, really, because the more speed we have now, the easier it is for us to get into orbit later. Okay, so we maxed out now around about 181 meters per second, so I think that's the speed we're just going to go at. So, I'm going to stage. I'm going to pull up and I'm going to stage. So, let's do this thing. And up. And we've lost control. We've lost control. Oh, dear. Oh. Oh, dear. Oh dear, this is all going horribly wrong. It's going horribly wrong. Okay, well at this point I think I'm going to have to revert. Okay, so we reverted and we're taking off again. We're going to do this thing one more time. I'm going to bring us up. I'm not going to go so high this time because I think what would happen was there wasn't enough air. I don't know, maybe I took off maybe I turned up too fast or something like that. I'm not really sure. So I'm going to go a little bit easier this time. I'm going to start at a bit lower, maybe 3.5 kilometers before I pull up. So we'll wait till we get that high. Okay, so we just passed 3 kilometers. We're still rising. I gotta tell you, there's been a hell of a lot of reverts while I've been working on this this series. I actually planned to have this episode out maybe 3 or 4 days ago, but it wasn't happening. Well, hopefully this one will work. Okay, so we're just past 3 kilometers. Let us engage our solid rocket booster. Tipping up. And go. Okay, we are on the way up. Slowly moving. Slowly turning up. Okay, I'm going to watch the solid fuel booster. And I'm going to switch to the main engines just before it goes. So now. Dump the solid rocket booster. I'm also going to activate this engine here. When we get up to about... When we get out of the thick part of the atmosphere, which is about now. So let's activate that. I'm also now going to start slowly bringing this height, doing a gravity turn. I'm going to now also turn off my jet engines. Close the intakes. Intakes closed. Okay, we're going to do this. Ah, we're losing it! Ah! Oh, dear. Okay, well, you know. I think it's time for another revert. What do you think? Yeah, I do. I think so. Okay, who here has heard the phrase third time's a charm? I'm hoping. I'm not living beyond hope here that this will work this time. This time! I'm quietly confident. I mean, come on. It's me. I've done loads of stuff in Kerbal Space Program. I'm a total pro at this game. Okay, so this plane is now about to go suborbital. Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. Let's ignite the solid rocket booster now. Slowly pulling up. Slowly pulling up. Okay, pulling up. Not too much, not too much. Prepare to activate my main engines. Main engine start. Discard the solid rocket booster. Engaging secondary engine. Okay. Whew. Alright. This time I'm quietly confident. Quietly confident. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it up. Alright, so I really should be doing a gravity turtle right about now, so I'm going to carefully... If I pull over too much, this whole thing is going to fly out of control. So I gotta be careful. Gotta do it now. There we go, we've lost control. God damn it! God damn it! You know, the worst part is I did a complete test of this. Not a complete test, I did a test where I got suborbital with this and I had plenty of fuel left to put myself in orbit before I started recording, and it was my first attempt, so yeah, I don't know what the hell's going on here, but we're gonna keep going, we're gonna get the sucker into orbit. I know it, you know it, I'm feeling it. We've forgotten to put our gear in, but that's okay. That's okay. Okay, we are preparing to light our solid rocket booster. Preparing to light the booster. We're going to pull up first. And we're going to light the booster now. Booster lit. I'm going to pull up to just above the 90 mark. There we go. Maybe a little bit more. That'll do. Okay, time to light our main engines now. Dump our solid rocket. Light our secondary engine. Can't see which one it is. Activate engine. Okay. This is it, folks. This is it. This is what I'm feeling. Our time to apoapsis is increasing. We are going for orbital flight. Okay, we're currently at 12.5 kilometers and rising. 13 kilometers and rising. Our apoapsis height is 22 kilometers. Time to apoapsis 43. What happened there? Oh, my engines. Jet engines just flamed out. That's okay. I will close the intakes and I will deactivate the engines. Okay. Apoapsis rising. Alright, I'm gonna start nosing over if I can. Okay. Now, okay, we are suborbital, a little bit higher than I want, so I'm going to cut our engines. And I'm going to bring the plane. We have an apoapsis height of 99 kilometers, which is pretty good. But now is the time I need to start burning. As soon as we get out of the atmosphere, I'm going to start burning to go orbital. This is it, folks. I'm feeling it. Look at Jebediah. He's delighted. Look at him down there. Look at him. We're in space. Time to burn. Let's go. Going to try and get orbital. But we don't want our... Damn it, I don't want our... You know, maybe I should wait. Where am I? Let's have a look. I think I should wait till I'm a little bit higher. And then start burning. Time to apoapsis is 1 minute and 15 seconds. So in about 40 seconds, I'm going to start burning. So regardless of what happens, we've made it to space. Whew. That was tough. That was really, really tough. Now, so as I said, I'm going to start burning now soon to try and put us into orbit. This is going to totally be a guesstimate as to when I'm to orbit. It's 40 seconds now. Let's make it 30. I think 40 seconds is a little bit too much. Let's have a quick look. How much delta V do we have? Delta V. It doesn't tell me. It doesn't tell me how much delta V we have. Okay. Alright, well, that's okay. Well, we're burning now. We're going to try and get into orbit. I can shut off engineer because it's not showing us anything. Oh, I know why it's not. It's still not showing us our delta V. Okay, well, we'll hide engineer. Oh, we're dropping. Oh, we went past our apoapsis. I didn't even notice that happening. Alright, this is probably going to be a failure. Yeah, it's worth a shot, though. Okay, at this point, we're about to run out of fuel. We are nowhere near orbital velocity. I can safely say this plane was a failure, so we're going to bring it down, hopefully. We're going to show this as a suborbital test flight of this plane. How about that? There, we've run out of fuel. And we can do a material study. Let's do it. Take it and mystery goo observation. And Kerbin's upper atmosphere. Oh, yes, we forgot to do those earlier on. Excellent. Okay, well, now it's time to get ourselves down. There's a wonderful piece of land in front of us. That's where we will be coming into land. Let's open our air intakes. And let's activate our jet engines. Let's be sure we shut down all these. Not that it's going to matter, but we'll shut them down anyway. Okay, we want to get straight onto our prograde marker. Okay, straight onto our prograde marker. Straight onto our prograde marker. We do not want to spin out. Okay, we're coming down. Let's check our air intakes. We have no air. Oh, don't burn up. We're going pretty fast. Don't burn up. Please 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 don't burn up. Uh-oh. We're gonna burn up. Oh, something is gonna explode. Everything is going to explode. Oh, this is gonna go horribly wrong. Uh-oh. There it goes. Ah, no. Oh, Jebediah, guess what I don't have on this plane? You guessed it, buddy. I do not have parachutes on this plane. I was really confident that this thing was going to work. But I think we're slowing down pretty well. If I could turn this thing around. How's our energy? Okay, we don't have very much in the line of power here. If I could turn this thing around, let's get our gear out. If I can, you know what? If I can land it on that landing gear, there's a very slim possibility Jeb could survive here. Very slim. Because, you know, with the current... Whoa, that's a bit of my plane exploding. Come on, pull the nose up, Jeb. Pull it up, pull it up, pull it up, pull it up. Pull it up, Jeb, pull it up. No! Ah! Oh. Well, this is the old gaming geezer. I'm ending this episode in failure. We cannot autosave at this point. We have failed to reach orbit, and Jebediah Kerman has just died. We will try again in a future episode. Oh dear. I am so sad. He's gone. That beautiful, sweet prince is no more. But I'm sure he'll respawn back at the KSC soon enough. This is the old gaming geezer signing off. Good night, farewell, auf Wiedersehen. Adieu.